Guys, welcome to our review of episode 8, the finale for season 3 of The Boys, called The Instant White Hot Wild. And man, I'm just so surprised at how consistent the series has been. This was a fucking excellent episode, an excellent resolution. I'm just so happy that the writers of The Boys are this talented. We get several payoffs, including multiple fights. We get a many character deaths that I didn't see coming. A twist in the final battle. It's like, what is going to happen between Homelander and Soldier Boy? And it actually happens in a way that I didn't see coming, but I should have seen coming. Right? It was really well done, and I really enjoyed it all. We get several resolutions to the subplots. A-Train, the conflict between Huey and Starlight. Mother's milk, and then amping up in preparation for next season. And just really, really well done. I'm happy that this show is out and amongst the most popular. I fucking loved it. So we're going to give you our review of this episode, and then we'll give you a review of season 3 as a whole. So what did you guys think of the White Hot Wild?
This one I really enjoyed. I like how this series has been the only one that's been consistent throughout.
Yeah.
I can sadly say we can't say that about a lot of them. I really enjoyed.
I think Star Trek New Worlds is good. We have to finish watching some of those.
How many
so
episodes are we behind on that one?
I think just 3. So.
Yeah. I liked how everything really wrapped up. This is how you're supposed to do an ending, as opposed to the other ones we've seen. Again. They have very talented writers. The end was kind of not what I expected, but I wanted a little bit more.
Oh, in the final fight?
In the final fight, I did want a little bit more, but still pretty satisfying for a season finale.
I agree with you, Joe. I would like to see a little more consequences, I think maybe it kind of wrapped up a little too
Put some more weight
neatly
behind it or something.
But I guess with 2 seasons left, they still want to have some of the major plot pieces on the board. What do you think, Alex?
I loved it. I think this season has been very good. I think this episode is better than Herogasm. I didn't have any of the weird force drama. I didn't have... we got a little bit of A-Train stuff, but that felt important towards this character. Like
it's a little closer.
It was also truncated. It was shorter, so it didn't completely derail the episode for any reason. I thought everything was pretty well crafted. I loved. There was a ton of really great dialogue, and I think that's where The Boys shines. Like seeing fake superheroes punch each other is way less exciting to me. Like we watch so much Marvel shit that it's like that is so much less exciting to me than the power dynamics that we get.
And it is a TV show on a TV show budget, but you never fucking know it because they do these fights well. But you're right.
Yeah, and so I think that the dialogue was really, really strong here. So excellent stuff through and through.
Hell yeah. All right, let's jump into the actual episode blow by blow, and then we'll give you our rating for the episode and the series. So Homelander visits his son. So we were wondering what the hell was Newman giving the note to Homelander. What is that? It seemed important. It was the location to... Ryan. So Ryan's seen throwing a fastball, just like we've seen in previous seasons. Homelander throwing, baseball. Homelander's favorite sport is baseball.
Probably killed someone, by the way.
Like father, like son.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought about later on in the episode when Maeve throws the nerve agent out the window. I'm like, somebody's fucking dead.
No, a lot of somebodies are dead.
Anyways, then we have a scene at the Vault headquarters between, believe Starlight people in yellow and the Cry More Snowflakes people in red, white, and blue, mirroring politics, the right wing, far right wing, and the far left wing. And over the news, it's announced that they are, because Starlight brought these allegations to the forefront, the government has said, okay, we're going to go send in some investigation teams.
See if Maeve is there.
And they're like, oh, fuck, we gotta move Maeve. We got to break, move locations. So Ashley kind of, visits Maeve, and they put some gas in there to knock her out. But as soon as I saw her in the car, I'm like, she's breaking out. Like, she comes to... murders all the SWAT people and manages to break out.
I
And
did feel a little bit bad for them. They're just doing their job. They
nah,
could've been
fuck
like,
them, man.
could have been like, all right, just get out. I don't. It's not worth
I
it.
get what you're saying.
If it was a
but I would
security
feel-
guard in a lobby, I'm
Yeah.
totally with you. If it's someone who has transporting a knocked
Special
out superhero
operations.
that they know that there's all this. It's like, look, you
Them
know what you're
motherfuckers
doing.
were posted outside her door too. You've
Like
seen it in
they
previous
knew what they
scenes.
were doing. This
Okay.
isn't random security guards.
Yeah. So then Black Noir actually comes back walking down that hall with the cartoon characters at his back. And I was like, oh, this is going to be fucking sweet. Black Noir asks Homelander to help him kill Soldier Boy. But holy shit, this did not go very well because Homelander had previously gotten a phone call from Soldier Boy, who informed him he's his father, and apparently Black Noir. And he's got Black Noir. They built. Here's one thing that I felt kind of sucked. Is Black Noir's
Yes.
resolution. Now, the
Yes.
reason why is because you build him up over the past 3 episodes with this nice little arc. And then only for it to end unceremoniously and anticlimactic. He doesn't get to fight Soldier Boy, who he has a bone to pick with. He gets fucking beat up by Homelander, which in the comics is, it's kind of different. And I'm holding out hope that maybe Black Noir is still alive. Because Homelander, when he asks him straight up, did you know about that my father was alive this whole time? And Black Noir's like, yeah. And he goes, bash! Fucking pulls his guts out from his stomach. I'm like, no! But you know what? But here's how I hold out hope. We've seen this guy die multiple times, right? Chunks of his brain are gone. The fucking almond joy at the last of the other season, he's taken out. This season, he's taken out. Maybe he is
3 strikes,
can
man.
come back.
3
3 strikes.
No,
It might be more than 3 strikes.
Homelander
actually.
is constantly commenting on people's blood pressure. It's like your heart's beating a little fast. Like you're not sneaking past Homelander that your heart stopped.
I know. Okay, but maybe Vought Industries and Edgar has multiple Black Noirs, or he can revive Noir in some way.
Yeah.
Yes, he's dead, but maybe can he be revived? I don't know. Go Robot Noir. Maybe this is where they can do Black Noir's identity in the comics, bringing it in. But that particular Black Noir to show up in just 1 or 2 of the last season seems a little bit
I would like that.
out of character. Well, I don't know if I would like it
So I
because
think-
it's like you introduce something that's so pivotal at the very end. It feels
I
like the
wanted more
Star
for him.
Child. In
That's a little letdown
Mass
that I had
Effect.
as well.
It feels like
But
Black
I
Noir.
hope he come back.
He got the Hulk in Endgame treatment, where it's just like we completely neutered this character. We turned him almost into a cartoon comic relief, and it's like Black Noir really never got one
Yeah.
fight in this whole series.
Tell me what's his powers?
Knives.
What the fuck is his powers, Joe?
He's a great assassin.
okay.
And
I'll
can't
give you
die.
that. I'll give you that.
And can't.
And
Can't-
that's what I'm thinking.
can't
That's what I'm
sometimes
hoping.
die.
Is he Deadpool like healing power? No, because then his
He
head would be
come back,
healed.
yeah.
Maybe they're really slow healing powers. I don't.
I
fucking
don't know what it is, but I wanted at least one time in this
All right.
series to feel like that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Black Noir deserves to be on the 7.
Yeah.
Other than he's
Because I
just a
thought he
patsy.
could go up against Homelander for a
Yeah.
little bit. Nobody can go against Homelander. It's been said over and over, though somebody does go against Homelander at the end of the episode. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I liked it because when you're around Homelander, this increases that. If you fucking say something wrong next to Homelander, you're fucking dead. It doesn't matter if you're the second best, or he actually said third best character on the 7. I think Maeve is actually the second most powerful. So he's the third. You're going to go out. Of course, he trusts Noir more than anybody else. He says, in fact, he even at one point says that Black Noir is better than Deep, A-Train, and some, it just other people combined. Because he trusts him. And then he betrays this trust, and that's when Homelander has to kill him. And now, while I don't like the fact that Black Noir ends in such an unceremonious way, it is dangerous. It is appropriate. It is. You could even see Anthony Starr is a great actor because you can even see on his face that he doesn't want to do it. He has to do it, right, in his fucked up brain.
Yeah.
So really, really well filmed there. It's just we wish we would have seen more Black Noir. Anyway, and then this moment, this is when A-Train visits his brother. What did you think about this particular scene here?
Fortunately, it was short and it was poignant and
Yeah.
it was important. And it's actually important. It doesn't feel like some of the other things were just like spinning our wheels and it doesn't
Starting
matter.
to get a little bit better in the A-Train plot line.
Yeah,
here.
and so it's like his brother's like, look, I pretty much know that you killed this guy. This is not what I wanted. This is not how we get justice. This doesn't do anything. In fact, you've actually made every time you try to fix something, you fuck it up and get the fuck out of my life.
Yeah, it was short and nice. They had a good closure, so they spent an appropriate amount of time doing that.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that the one thing that the boys have objectively fucked up was the scene with Nick getting hurt. Go back and watch it. I've done it
He
a second
never
time
got
now.
hurt just for Nick.
Where's all the
He's faking it.
plot hole channels and all that? Fucking doing that. Look,
He's faking it.
he's faking it. He didn't get hurt. It's not filmed that way, and he had no opportunity to get hurt because Blue Hawk was it wasn't around. Didn't do that. Anyways, Butcher then. So we all thought Butcher was a piece of shit last fucking way too big of a piece of shit because he's essentially I don't give a fuck about you, Huey. Let's go kill Homelander, right? He takes V one more time, he might die. Probably will die. But in this case, he ditches him and punches him out, basically. Saves his life by punching him out in the bathroom, which the key has that big old cap in the old school toilets. Anyways, and then Huey realizes that when he gets picked up by Starlight, who he calls to come pick his ass up, and then they have a scene here, kind of a apology, Huey apologizing to Starlight and them kind of repairing their relationship.
Yeah, it's weird because I kind of took that as like Huey also apologizing to me for having like some of the worst motivation. Like Huey's character I typically like throughout the whole Boys, and it's like, Huey, it's like I get that sometimes people act like pieces of shit, but it was written, the writing for Huey this season has sometimes been pretty poor, especially with him in regards to Starlight. So when he's like apologizing, all right, I forgive you too, Huey, just a little bit.
Oh, do you? Yeah. I liked Huey here. I thought that it worked because he is feeling insecure and this. I mean, when you're dating a super hot, Instagram model, and she's also the one that beats everybody up and protects you, you feel inadequate. He feels like he can't do anything, and he already felt that even before he met her. So it's just amplified. But he needs to learn to trust in her and believe in her.
Yeah, this moment felt very genuine.
And you'll see that later on in the final battle too, which ties into this great writing. Scenes support the character motivations. But first, before we do that, I think Huey also tells her, "Hey, you saved Maeve with the LGBTQI community, something like that." And then because that's how she was able to break out by them moving. So Maeve is given a new lease on life. Essentially, she's free, and this is a wild card because in the comics it does not go like this. So this is. I like how the Boys TV series is evolving and doing different things than in the comics. Then we go to Frenchie and Kimiko, which
Frenchie's
don't
drugging
really
up.
remember.
He's drugging up. He's like, "Hey, you need to stop doing this." He's like, "Well, just because she was right, the Russian chick. I'm just I just have a collar. Somebody else is holding the chain."
Right.
So he's feeling bad about himself.
Yeah.
So he's just.
And I'm wondering if
getting
Nina
high.
will factor into future seasons.
Please God, no.
Again, knowing about the comic, she
No.
does kind of have some really big conspiracy that they factor in and want to pin on her. So we'll see if she factors in season 4 and 5. Personally, I don't want her there.
I don't want her there. That's one that I was like, it wasn't resolved, but I'm like, okay, just
Yeah.
forget about it. Just drop it.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. We'll see if they build on her some more or let her go. Homelander then, this is when the moment Homelander kills Black Noir for not telling him about his father. And like I said, a massive waste if he's dead. But hopefully, I don't know. Then he proceeds to threaten the rest of the 7. He's just fucking fed up, and he had to do something he didn't really want to do. And he just looks at the rest of these sniveling heroes. And I was really disappointed in A-Train. The motherfucker just doesn't do shit. It's pissing me off. And he's got his powers back, too. So, he's pretty powerful. But, no, He puts his tail in between his legs. Same thing with the Deep.
All he cares about is his endorsements.
Yeah, same thing with the Deep. I mean, for Christ's sake, the Deep has a picture of Homelander in his bedroom where Homelander is basically looking down at him when he sleeps all the fucking time, and he's in the background. It's just weird. What a big fucking suck up.
Oh yeah, they call him out too. He's like, "Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? You didn't do nothing in the hero-gasm.
Yeah.
You went to go fucking octopus."
Yeah.
And then just look at him.
God, man. Again, he's it's like what they told him previously. Why are you people always looking up or sucking up to the people that fucking despise you? Anyways, Queen Maeve meets up with the team, but here's where we have a bit of a conflict. Butcher and the team want to go and take out Homelander, but then Starlight and Huey want to prevent that and don't want them to be put at risk because it's too dangerous. Why were the two teams having their different motivations?
Well,
here?
they wanted Starlight's team wanted to evacuate everyone because he was probably going to go ballistic and then
1,000
destroy
people
everyone.
die,
So
yeah.
they were trying to save the
All
people
the far right and the far
cause
left
minimal
activists.
damage is
Okay.
what they were trying to do.
But then Queen Maeve makes a decision. She sides with Butcher because she takes the gas designed to knock out Soldier Boy and throws it away because she wants Soldier Boy to fight Homelander. And then at that moment, it's like, you're not a fucking hero. You know, Starlight realizes, well, Queen Maeve is just being fucking selfish and being shitty here. She just wants to push forward with the plan to kill Homelander to get her fucking revenge. And then we go to the fight. The fight.
Do you like that motivation? Like you buy that kind of thing where it's just because I mean they evacuated the building with no issues whatsoever.
I do. So the Queen Maeve, as far as Queen Maeve's motivation to just fuck these people, I want to get back at Homelander. She's been training against Homelander for a long time, so I believe that she would just.
Oh, Queen Maeve, I buy for sure.
Oh.
Like Starlight, like Starlight just saying like. No, we can't do any of this stuff. And
Yeah, I do, because I think Starlight now has aligned with Huey as what you call in D&D, what is it? Good, or fucking there's chaotic neutral, and then there's just
lawful good.
Lawful good. She's basically lawful good, even if it
Lame.
makes no fucking sense.
But so like this
and you're
is
gonna
like,
piss me off.
Yeah, it's like cartoon good. It's
Cartoon
it's
good.
like all right, I guess, but
we want to save the lives of 1,000 people. I don't know if it's cartoon good because the whole time she is about saving lives.
For
So
sure, but
she's like, we can kill Homelander, but let's kill him when there's not a bunch of people fucking around.
Yeah.
But you can change the plan and just be like, we're going to evacuate the building.
Yeah.
And then they did.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. But regardless, we go to Vought and they have a fight at basically inside like a Fox News headquarters thing. I thought that was fun. And it was unexpected. So they show up, and what happens, Joe? You got all the players.
Well, they show
here.
up and
got
he's like, "Hey, Soldier Boy and Homelander here are face to face." He's like, "I want you to meet somebody." Ryan shows up.
Well, yeah. Well, let's
Well,
not
before
rush through
the
it
fight.
because you got such a buildup of the tension. Is Soldier Boy going to attack Homelander or not? Because it's been teased so many times that Soldier Boy wants a son or has fantasized about having a family. And same thing with Homelander. He's
he's
desperate
wanted
for
family.
approval. And this motherfucker comes over there, and they're talking, and you're thinking that maybe he can kind of go either way, but it's not looking good for Homelander. Then Homelander brings in Ryan at that point, and what happens?
He's like, "This is your grandson." And he just like down talking to both of them. Like, holy shit, he's
Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy's
Soldier
worse.
Boy then
He's worse
essentially
off than
puts his
Homelander.
hand on his shoulder. He's like, you know what? This would all be great, if it weren't for you being such a fucking pussy. You disappointment.
It's like, oh.
And that abusive cycle continues because previously Soldier Boy had told him about his old man who essentially was like, you're weak and, this and that. And then when he got the super serum and did all these hero things, he goes to get his dad's approval, and his dad's like, you took a shortcut. You're fucking pathetic, etc. So that abusive cycle continues here. And, whoo boy, did not expect that. And Soldier Boy is like, pissed. He's going to fucking take him out. And
Starts choking him.
During this moment, right, it's like not only does Homelander not want this situation to go down, but even Butcher, because he realizes, oh, fuck, Soldier Boy is out of control, and he's going to potentially kill Ryan and, everybody. So they actually have to have a fucking team up. We get a team up with Butcher and Homelander. That's fucking awesome. Butcher had taken more compound or temporary V, uses his laser eyes, and we get a big old fight here. I thought Soldier Boy and Homelander would fight it, but instead Butcher takes on Soldier Boy, and then Homelander goes to join.
After Soldier Boy was choking Homelander, and then Ryan was getting pissed off, lasers him through the door,
right.
then pushes the kid, starts bleeding, and pisses off Homelander
That's
and
when
Butcher.
you have that scene, right? Where they're like, okay, he's out of control. So Butcher takes on Soldier Boy while Homelander is going to join. I'm like, yes, this is fucking sweet. We get a team up between the bad guy and a good guy who's also a bad guy.
Because this doesn't feel right.
It felt fucking amazing to me. But then all of a sudden, Homelander is stopped by Queen Maeve. I'm like, God damn it. So she's fighting him, and then you're having simultaneous fights going on. And you know what? This show doesn't have a $200 million budget, right? Some of these other shows. I thought it was well done. Super powered beings just punching each other. Yeah, the whole building doesn't fucking collapse and fucking explode or anything. But actually, there is quite a big explosion. But so they're fighting, and it was cool. Ryan added this extra element to this fight that I didn't see coming. It makes it interesting. It makes it allow for this Homelander Butcher team up when I thought it was going to be Soldier Boy Homelander team up. So, anyways, Maeve is actually holding her own. It's weird because in previous lines they've made it seem like you need many superheroes to take on Homelander, but I guess she's just been training so hard that she's holding her own. Eventually, Homelander does get the upper hand on her, fucking gouges out one of her eyes as she's trying to take him out. While simultaneously, Butcher is getting his ass kicked essentially by Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy's better trained. Probably his powers are stronger than Butcher's. And Starlight shows up. And she gets fucking knocked aside almost immediately. And Huey is then seeing this through the cameras. And he thinks about doing the temporary V to either
I was like, don't do it, Huey.
bamf her out or help, and he does the right thing. He believes in Starlight, and so he helps her with her powers, boosting them rather than taking the V. So it was awesome. And
she flies for the first time.
But here's she kind of floats up, and then. But here's another thing that maybe I think they could have done a little better. The power levels of the heroes are kind of weird because she powers up and then she does a hit, but it only really affects him for like 2. He falls back and then he's like getting up.
It was just enough to knock him down.
Christ.
Power levels in superheroes is always a massive issue.
Tough.
Like,
it's
it
tough.
always sucks, and you just have to just go. Yeah. I'm gonna ignore it.
Dragon Ball Z, basically.
I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna get over the fact that none of this makes any sense, and it's like toddlers fighting. So I got you. Nuh-uh.
Then I do my super big power. Well, your super big power only hurt me for 3 seconds because of my super awesome inside power.
This is like the power of suspension of disbelief.
But
even though it is stupid, I'm enjoying it the entire time. And then it's like that's what happens when everything is well put together. Mm-hmm. It doesn't pull you out and you go, wait a minute, this is stupid.
This doesn't make sense.
So now Queen Maeve notices that Soldier Boy is about to explode. He's had enough, and this is her moment to do the hero thing and save everybody. So initially, I thought that Queen Maeve was out of control. She's just going to fucking fight for herself, and this is where she'll die. Because she dies in the comics, right? Between a confrontation between her and Homelander. However, no, she decides to do the right thing and notices she has an opportunity to save everybody in there and just knocks Soldier Boy out of the window. Her and Soldier Boy, fucking Thunder Force style, Melissa.
Oh, no. No.
Boom! Big explosion. And I'm like, oh, shit, they fucking killed Queen Maeve. I was like, whoa.
It's like they did it. I can't believe they did it.
And I was like, that's cool, man. And then they even show Remembering Queen Maeve, right, on the TV and all these other things. But then I'm kind of sad that everybody kind of survives from that big battle, though. You know, Queen Maeve is still shown to still be alive.
You're just holding out hope for Black Noir.
Yeah, and Black Noir. Why did I just don't know. Why did everyone in that battle needed to survive? You know, doesn't feel like there's any real consequences there. Black Noir got consequences, but these ones didn't, because it's shown later on that Queen Maeve survives. She even gets a happy ending with her lover, but it's also shown she has no powers anymore. And that is because, you know, Soulja Boy has that power to take away other people's powers. Now, was that temporary?
No.
No, it was permanent. And Kamiko, in order to
She
get
took
around the
the
permanent,
blue
she took the blue
vial.
one, which is basically what you get when you're the baby.
She can just do it again if she wants. She wants it back.
So
she can get
Queen
it back.
Maeve can, if she wants, go back to the blue, I suppose. But it's been shown all season long that she's been wanting to not have powers and wondering what her life would have been without powers. So I think
That's the end of her.
Queen Maeve is over. And instead of killing her off, they give her a happy ending here in the TV series. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe Queen Maeve might be needed to take blue later on when shit goes down or something. If Homelander ever goes fucking crazy, maybe. Because it has been shown that she's a pretty good fighter and can hold her own. And it's also shown that not even Soulja Boy is dead. I'm like, well, fuck, god damn it. It makes sense with him because he's just doing his regular old explodey thing. But that explosion was so big, I thought that maybe it was an overloaded explosion and he was just going to kill everybody. But no, it was one of his power attacks. And
We go back all the way to square one.
Right. He is being put back into a vat, only this time not under the Russian government, but under, I guess, the CIA lady. Takes her in, so the government now has control. What she's planning to do, I mean, these are not necessarily superhero friendly, so maybe they're going to try to dissect him or figure out a way to kill superheroes, or I'm sure Butcher is going to want a piece of this action with the
Just throw his ass into space.
Do something with him. And then let's see, Butcher is shown
In the
to
hospital.
after the battle, he kind of fucking faints, and he basically has taken way too much temporary V, and he only has a limited time left to live. He's fucked it up. So he's got 12 to 18 months to live, they said, which is really amping up the tension, amping up the stakes, and putting a timetable on trying to wrap this up, because he will die very soon. And he wants to obviously kill Homelander, and I think he wants to get rid of all soups is still an objective. So Starlight joins the boys, but honestly, she kind of already
was
a
already
part
in
of the
team.
boys.
It's official.
But it's a symbolic thing where she throws away her superhero outfit and is just going to do street clothes from here on out. I don't know whether she's going to retain her Instagram followers or anything like that, but we'll see. And then we get two little seeds planted here. One of them is previously the Homelander's like, you fucking useless pieces of shit. Deep, come here. And then he whispers something into Deep, and Deep's like, but that's treason. And he's like, and then Deep's like, all right, I'll go do it. So they show a scene where the Deep in a pool, I guess he can materialize in any water.
He's waiting underneath.
He was sitting at the bottom, yeah.
And he kills the potential vice president, because one guy was forerunning and he was in the front.
treason.
He was
I don't know
definitely going to kill. Well, if
Deep
he's a senator,
Deep is stupid.
if he's a senator,
Yeah, I
you
mean-
kill a senator, that's treason. Anyway, so he kills the fucking senator, and Newman is now the VP.
Newman.
And that could set up a future comic book payoff that they did in the comics. So that's good to go. Next, though, is Homelander flies down to his adoring right-wing, far right-wing fans with the red, white, and blue, and they're like fucking snowflakes and shit. And then he's like, I want y'all to, he's like, all right, hi, I want y'all to meet my son. And then his son flies, I think.
Yeah.
First time we've seen him fly, and everybody's
He's
cool.
got a son.
Then all of a sudden, one of those fucking crazy
Leave
leftists
Starlight.
throws,
Antifa
I don't know, a fucking toy at him or
I don't
something.
know,
There's a can.
And I was like, holy shit. Because I was like, oh, when I saw the scene and he's coming down, I thought he was just gonna fucking laser everybody, you know, because like he's like coming out party, like fuck this, right? But it's an even cooler twist because it
I
mixes
was like,
fucking.
I was thinking, I was like, no way he's gonna do it out in the
Right.
open.
Out in the open like this, but he fucking does it, and
He did.
instead it's like it's them versus us, and it ties into everything that he's been saying. He simultaneously wants love and adoration, but he also wants to fucking go crazy. So now he gets to go crazy just on people that don't believe in him and that hate him or are in opposition to him. If you're not with me, then you're against me. So he fucking lasers the crazy leftist, and then it's shown that. Mother's Milk's or the stepdad.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That was
Fucking
him, right?
Todd.
Yep, that was
Fucking
fucking
Todd.
Todd. It's like the first one to be like,
Yeah!
and then Homelander's like, oh, yeah, that was good. You like that?
There's blood everywhere.
And I'm like,
in the
oh
crowd.
shit, he is being encouraged to commit murder. Now, how is this going to play out? Because actually,
Ryan likes it too. That's the other thing. Is it zooms in on Ryan's face and he starts to grin a little bit. So it's like, oh shit. He's
we're
a
going
chip
the
off the
wrong
old
direction. Ryan is now joining his evil dad.
Butcher fucked up.
So this
Cursing at the kid.
and the crowd loves it instead of freaking out because everybody for a moment they're like fuck I don't know hey! And then it mirrors our politics in kind of a grotesque over the top way, obviously, that if you know fuck you, if you're not with me then you're less than a piece of shit, you deserve to die. And honestly that sometimes it goes that far with people, at least on Twitter and shit. So anyways, can Ryan be saved? It sets up, Butcher has kind of been a piece of shit to Ryan recently, and Ryan is following his dad's. Although I do think it can. I do think he can be saved, and I'm thinking that maybe Ryan is like gonna be a big piece in the TV version of The Boys, because this is not really a comic book thing. This is a TV thing. And if you look at the themes in The Boys, like the father-son relationship has always been kind of fucked, right? It's either the son rebelling against the father or the father needed to be taken out and shit. So I think that Ryan maybe is going to be the piece on the board that can take out Homelander. Because who can take out Homelander right now, right? Soldier Boy's out. Seems to have been the only one that might have been able to take him out, or at least weaken him enough for something to be done. So we need somebody else.
Or science. They kill him with science. They give him something, they make him inhale something that neutralizes the V in his blood, and then he becomes a dude.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So anyways, fucking fantastic. Let's give final verdicts.
Final verdict is an 8. Great story. I love the way it's written. They did a lot of great closures with a lot they had to wrap up. They did it great. They spent a lot of time, or just enough time with it.
I'm surprised that you're 8. What did you have problems with on that? You kind of
I just wanted some more at the end. I guess I wanted more of a cliffhanger. It just felt like it wasn't enough for me of a cliffhanger.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted more justice for Noir.
more Noir. Yep.
Yeah. I agree with you about the Noir thing. I think that they did the character dirty, and I'm really hoping he does come back and we get to see him being a badass, because right now I
wanted him to do something.
He didn't do anything. Like, almost this entire series, he hasn't really done anything. It's like, come on.
Right.
So
I thought they were saving him for something massive.
Really cool.
And that could still be a possibility, but for right now, we have to rate it on what's here.
Yeah, but I love the dialogue. I think the Maeve Homelander fight was amazing. I don't need big explosions in the fights if they can. It's cheap to have these actors go and work with a fight choreographer, and they did an amazing job with the Maeve Homelander fight. Really, really liked it. The Butcher fight was fine. I'm not taking any points away from it. Like that I got one really good one here. But I think this is better than Herogasm. I think that this is a 10. This is one that I would rewatch. I wouldn't skip anything in this episode. I'd watch it all the way through. I think this is a good. Like, I got the end off. I do. It's not a cliffhanger for me, but I'm very curious to go where it goes. Now you have evil Superman who now realized that he can shoot someone on Fifth Avenue and get away with it. And it's just like, that is a crazy place to be. And so now I'm pumped about next season. So I think this is an excellent finale.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 from me as well. I really, really enjoyed it. I think this is The Boys at its best. And so far, so good after 3 seasons. So let's go into our season overall. So if we go back here, I'm going to tell you guys my ratings. Episode 1, I gave a 9. 2, I gave an 8. 3, I gave an 8. 4 is the one I felt was, oh no, the 4 was a 10 out of 10. 5 was the one that I had a problem with. That's the Seth Rogen cameos, the Dirty John, and it was a 6 out of 10. I was harsh on that one. Then we went back up, Herogasm 10, so 10, 6, 10, and then we went to 7 out of 10, episode 7, the penultimate episode. A lot of people felt I was being harsh on it as well. And then the final episode, 10 out of 10. So we got 3 10s out of 10s out of 8 episodes, and the rest is super solid at 9s and 8s with only one slight misstumble. So I am going to give the season overall a 9 out of 10. What about you guys?
9 out of 10. Strong writing throughout. Very consistent.
Yeah, I'm between an 8 or a 9. I think the only I don't know. I should have thought about this before, but I think that the issue that I had with some of the season is I think that there were a lot of side plots that didn't really
That's true.
do anything for me.
So I knocked it down
and
a little bit.
And so
Me
like
too.
that is an issue that I had with this one. They experimented. The Kimiko episode they experimented. I don't think that thing paid off. And so, but I think that this is really solid stuff. I think I'll round up because this last episode was so strong.
Hell yeah.
But I think 8 or 9 is probably about
So
right.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Good. All right, yeah. So, anyways, we'll see. Black Noir, maybe his storyline a little disappointing. Could be resolved a little better. Maeve living, I don't know if that sits well with me, but
She lost
I
an
guess
eye. She
gets-
deserves
get
that
a
farm.
happy ending. Sure, maybe she'll factor into the next season, and maybe there's a risk of dying there as well. So I do think that we have at least 2 more seasons. Now I don't want them to push it too far, right? Because I mean, how often can you hit these bangers, these home runs every fucking time? This is another home run, in my opinion. And now I've got the long 2-year wait until season 4, which is a bummer. Hopefully they film them. I don't know.
I think are they doing 4 and 5 at the same time?
Film them back to back, please. There's no confirmation of that, but that would be fucking sweet.
And then we got potential spin-offs, like just Deep and A-Train doing, like 45
No.
seasons of mediocre
thanks.
writing. And, no? Amazon? Oh, okay.
I'm good. I'm good.
No,
I'd like to see crossovers. I want to see Omni-Man go up against from Invincible go up against Homelander, but that's
I
maybe
think
in the
Omni-Man
cartoon.
would tear that man in half.
Yeah, Omni-Man's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, that's it so far. Thank you all so much for watching. Let us know, what is your final verdict for Season 3? How do you rate the individual episodes? And what was your favorite parts of this season? We will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.